James 3, verses 14 through 16. But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder and every evil practice. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. So this is kind of in line with Romans 12:2, which talks about not conforming to the patterns of this world. Envy and selfish ambition are earthly wisdom and are, as a result, unspiritual and demonic. Understandably, since anything that isn't of Jesus is unspiritual. It goes on to say that wisdom from heaven is first pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. When I first read that part, it sounded like the wisdom from heaven was someone who lets themselves get run over without contest. Someone who yields, right? But thinking more about it, you can be a warrior and still at the same time be peace-loving. You can fight and still be merciful and of good fruit, right? To me, what this entails is making sure that we're not envious or selfish in our ambition, as the verse says, right? It's not feeling the need to jump into every argument there is and state your case. It's not putting yourself above anyone in the slightest way, right? As Christians, we're supposed to be glorifying and magnifying God in every way, right? Praising Him in all things. So when it comes down to heavenly wisdom, it's kind of like the same thing when being compared to earthly wisdom. Earthly wisdom says, I have to get a good job. I have to make money. I have to be able to provide. I need to work hard so I can afford the things I want. I see this successful businessman over here, so I'm going to ask him what he's done and follow whatever that is, right? Now, following solid advice and wanting to be successful is not a bad thing, right? Just like how money isn't a bad thing. But as soon as you subtract God from the equation, as soon as you take God out of whatever it is that you're pursuing, that's when it becomes a problem, right? That's when it becomes, as the verse says, unspiritual and demonic. So it's important to, in a metaphorical equation of life, if you want to put it that way, it's important to take yourself out of the equation and put God first and center into the equation.